4 or 5 years ago, a core group of leadership and staff got together and we took a hard look at where we were as a community organization. There's such a tremendous resource here, and we really all believed that we could do better.
In the 5 years I've been coming here, there are more people coming. People are talking about the events.
It's been fun to watch the J evolve.
I've seen a lot of the programming starting to change and actually look at the community at large.
We really opened our ears and started to listen to what our community wanted, and we're letting the community get involved and help run with it.
The J Explorer program was something that Eric Ben-Susan and I thought about to help build the bond between the father-daughter, father-son relationship. You know, my kids had a great experience going through ECS, and I developed a lot of relationships just with the parents in their classes. And so this is an opportunity for me, as well as my son, to maintain those relationships, even though they all go to different schools.
When Craig and Eric came to the J with the idea for J Explorers, we were elated.
They were very supportive. They actually, listened to kind of what we were trying to accomplish and then helped us build it from there. We started the J Explorer program 3 years ago. Initially, we started with a Sukkot camp out at the JCC. And then we started to add a spring camp out. Over time, it started to grow.
There's group-wide events. The rest of the year, each group leader is responsible to try and have a dad pick up the month and plan an event.
We go out and do things in the community. It's a great opportunity to kind of take those friends within the JCC and spend time with them outside.
My daughter probably talks about J Explorers more than anything else. The J Explorers kind of gives that special time, and it's a connection for us.
At the end of the day, that's kind of what it's all about.
It's a great example of how things can happen in such a dynamic way here. 2 years ago, there was no program. Today, more than 70 people are making friendships that will last a lifetime.
I've seen the JCC really evolve in the last 5 years.
We're really looking closely at what we currently do and finding new ways to deliver those services and change them. For example, we've always done a traditional daytime Hanukkah, and this year we did something different.
This year, Hanukkah Under the Stars, I thought was just tremendous. Huge crowd, art projects, the band that played, my kids were dancing.
My daughters loved the music and loved trying the different types of foods that were here.
All the different elements that make it a more multidimensional and sensory-driven event.
My family moved to Seattle about 1.5 years ago. We are sending our daughter to the North End JCC. The Hanukkah celebration was a wonderful opportunity for my family to come celebrate with all of our Seattle friends that made their way over.
I've been participating in community events at the JCC my entire life, really. I like the sense of community coming in. My friends will be here, my children's friends will be here.
When we first arrived to Seattle, the J was the first place that I felt that I could discover where our roots are without having to commit to a denomination of Judaism.
There's a much more diverse community.
It is the epitome of gathering.
I see friends who I grew up with at synagogue. I see friends who I grew up with who are not affiliated.
It's about all people, regardless of how they believe, where they pray. It's coming together in the spirit of a holiday and celebration.
It's really bringing all of the various parts of the community together and learning about the bigger Jewish community.
When we envisioned the changing direction 4 or 5 years ago, we asked our community to believe in our vision.
There's been such a change in the programs, so many interesting offerings.
I'm so grateful our community responded and supported what we're doing.
For all of us, you can't take it for granted. You got to support it every which way you can.
Everybody should be extremely proud of the impact that their contributions are making.
It's really come alive, and I believe that the J is in the midst of a renaissance.